On May 18, 1991, a seemingly ordinary day, Sergei Krikalev, an experienced cosmonaut, launched for what was initially planned as a routine 5-month mission aboard the Mir space station, a beacon of Soviet scientific achievement. As a highly skilled flight engineer entrusted with critical tasks, he manually docked the Soyuz, showcasing his expertise and precision. After an automated system designed for seamless connection unexpectedly failed, just another day in the life of a cosmonaut, where adaptability and quick thinking were essential. Life on Mir, while groundbreaking, was far from glamorous, cramped, noisy, and often cluttered with equipment and ongoing experiments, but it was home, a unique and challenging environment for the dedicated crew. Days were tightly scheduled, meticulously planned with a variety of experiments, pushing the boundaries of science in microgravity, essential maintenance to keep the aging station operational, and demanding spacewalks, pushing the limits of human endurance in the vacuum of space. All under the watchful eye of Mission Control, a dedicated team ensuring the mission's success in a seemingly stable Soviet Union, a superpower at the height of its influence. Krikalev, like his fellow cosmonauts, eagerly expected to return to his family by October, anticipating a warm reunion, his mission a testament to Soviet engineering prowess and unwavering discipline, a source of national pride. But as he settled into the familiar rhythms of space, performing his duties with dedication, no one, neither Krikalev nor the ground control teams, could have foreseen that the world below was about to undergo a dramatic transformation, changing forever. The very ground beneath Mission Control, the foundation of the Soviet state, was about to crumble, ushering in an era of unprecedented change. High above the Earth, as Krikalev orbited in the Mir space station, the Soviet Union, the nation he had pledged allegiance to, unraveled at breakneck speed, collapsing under its own weight. The failed August coup in Moscow, a desperate attempt to salvage the old order, shattered the government's authority and any illusion of stability. The very foundations were crumbling. Republics across the vast Soviet landscape declared independence, one after another, and the USSR, once a superpower, faded into history, becoming a ghost of its former self. Krikalev, isolated in orbit, was receiving only fragmented and delayed updates, struggling to comprehend the magnitude of the events unfolding below. He watched helplessly, a silent observer, as his country, his home, vanished before his very eyes. The space program, once a symbol of Soviet pride and technological prowess, faced a crippling financial crisis, its budget slashed. A planned relief mission, meant to bring him home, was sold to Kazakhstan in a desperate attempt to raise funds, leaving no one trained or available to replace him on the aging Mir space station. Krikalev's initial 5-month mission, already extended, became indefinite, with no clear end in sight. He was asked to stay, again and again, each request a testament to his vital role, as the only experienced engineer who possessed the knowledge and skills to keep Mir alive and functioning. If he left, if he abandoned his post, the station, a symbol of international collaboration, would be lost, destined to fall back to Earth. Torn between his duty to the mission and the overwhelming chaos unfolding below on Earth, Krikalev made the difficult choice to remain in orbit, prioritizing his commitment to the mission and the survival of Mir, watching his world, his nation, his identity disappear from 250 miles up, a silent witness to history. He became, in effect, the last Soviet cosmonaut, a relic of a bygone era, stranded not in space but by history itself, a man out of time. As winter set in, Krikalev floated above a planet in turmoil, a man without a country. His wife, working in Mission Control, shielded him from the worst news, but he knew his pay was worthless and his future uncertain. The physical toll mounted muscle atrophy, bone loss, and the mental strain of isolation. With new crewmate Alexander Volkov he endured, knowing their presence was all that kept Mir from falling. On Earth, officials considered selling the station to the highest bidder. Yet Krikalev and Volkov stayed, sacrificing health and certainty to preserve a legacy, becoming custodians of a dream as their nation dissolved. Their commitment kept Mir, and hope, alive. On December 25, 1991, a monumental chapter in global history came to a close. The Soviet Union, a superpower that had shaped the world for nearly 7 decades, ceased to exist, its dissolution marking the end of an era. Sergei Krikalev, a cosmonaut orbiting high above the Earth, was in a unique position. Still in orbit, he had left one country, the USSR, and was unknowingly hurtling towards a return to another, a nation yet to be fully defined. After months of uncertainty as the world grappled with the Soviet Union's sudden collapse, Germany, stepping in to assist the cash-strapped Russian space program, paid for a replacement cosmonaut to bring Krikalev home, and on March 25, 1992, after an extended mission of 311 days, Krikalev finally returned to Earth, landing not in the Soviet Union, but in a newly independent Kazakhstan, greeted by unfamiliar flags and newly designed uniforms. Pale and weak from the extended 312 days in the near weightlessness of space, he emerged from the Soyuz capsule to a world utterly transformed, his Soviet rubles now essentially worthless, rendered obsolete by hyperinflation, his home city of Leningrad suddenly renamed St. Petersburg, reverting to its pre-revolutionary title, his nation reborn as the Russian Federation, a new entity with a new identity. When asked about the profound changes he'd missed, he simply and understatedly noted that the seasons had changed. In effect, he'd missed an entire year of life as it was known on Earth. He was eventually awarded the title Hero of the Russian Federation, a recognition of his dedication and endurance. But Krikalev still had to readjust, not only to gravity, but to a world that had irrevocably moved on without him. In a way, he was a time traveler, displaced from his own reality, returning to a land that was simultaneously familiar in its geography and utterly foreign in its socio-political landscape. His extraordinary journey became a powerful metaphor, encapsulating the disorienting and profound changes experienced by an entire generation. Sergei Krikalev had survived not just the harsh environment of space, but the tumultuous currents of history itself. Krikalev's ordeal positioned him as a bridge to a new era. The collapse that stranded him also opened doors. In 1992, the US and Russia signed the Shuttle Mir Agreement, turning rivals into partners. Krikalev became the first Russian to fly on an American shuttle, helping build trust and standardize procedures. This partnership led directly to the International Space Station, with Krikalev as a key member of its first crew. His story is a testament to resilience and the power of international teamwork. The ISS stands as his legacy, a symbol of what humanity can achieve together. Krikalev's journey wasn't just about being lost in space, it was about finding a new way forward for all of us.